Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
I don't know how many more days I can do this. It's been 55 days of this shit. What are you looking at, Wilson? What are you looking at? Yeah, I'm going. Me and you have been stuck on this damn island, in this damn range, for 55 frickin' days. Yeah, I'm going a little nuts. Frickin' Bitcoin, do something! You know what? I'm just gonna spread FUD until we break this range. Bitcoin's going to 10K. It is over. It is over for you guys. I'm sick of this Ponzi. It's a frickin'
Don't tell me I'm muted, man. Don't tell me I'm muted. Don't tell me I'm muted. Oh my lord. Don't tell me I'm muted. Oh my god. No, I'm not muted. You guys are messing with me. You're messing with me, man. Oh man. Wait. You might not be messing with me. Oh, hello? Nope, that's not it. I'm not, you guys are fucking with me. I'm not muted. Get out of here, man. How could you guys spread that with the epic intro? Come on, man. We had the epic ass intro in here. And you and you guys are gonna ruin it with muted? Come on, man. Listen, we're already stuck in a range for 55 days, dude. Come on, bro. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? 26,930. It's over, guys. I think this bull run for Bitcoin is over, and we are about to see new fresh lows. In my opinion, I think 10K is a little bit of kind of a soft landing. I do think more of 8.6K is my ultimate target right now for Bitcoin based on the charts. I really do think we're going to be seeing 8.6K for Bitcoin coming up very, very soon. So strap on. Hope you guys are ready, and let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Spalding is mute. It's not Spalding. It's Wilson. remember when I said Spalding the other day? That was funny, man. Fallen Angel said some people are gonna take you seriously. They are gonna take me seriously. They are. I'm just kidding, guys. You guys are funny, man. You guys are funny. Clint said we are at 29,630. No fun. Oh man, what's going on, guys? DJ TaylorMade, what's going on, bro? Joshua Tree, what's up, man? Who we got? We got Harry Sands. We got Rohit. We got Haritosh. The 2009 lows are coming. Let's go, man. No, guys, I'm sort of kidding. I'm kind of spreading FUD so we can break this range. Anyways, guys, we're back down at the bottom of the range. So, I guess what we need to see tonight, and this could be a little bit doozy of a stream. If we start breaking this support, it could get kind of fun because everyone's got a prediction on where Bitcoin's going to get a bounce. Are we going to bounce at 26K, the 200-week moving average? Are we going to bounce off 25K, the 200-day moving average? Are we going to bounce off of the bull market support band at 25K? Are we going to go lower than that? Everyone's got a prediction, and that's what makes this fun. Let's go. Who we got? Clint's Corner said dog bark in the background. Listen, Clint, you're not supposed to tell anyone this, man. You're not supposed to tell anyone this, okay? Oh, Bob, what are you doing? Bob! Hey, Jordan got a dog. He didn't want to tell anyone, but he got a dog. It's in a crate. Isn't he so mean to dogs? He put it in a crate, and he hasn't given it a treat all day because it was bad. He did. No, Jordan, no, tell him the truth. Tell him. Oh, man. No, it's just why am I coughing right now? It's just it was a dog outside that happened to be outside over there, which is really, really nice. Let's go. BGC goes to 20K, stops out people at 80K with a wick, and then goes back up. That would be pretty brutal, bro. Anyways, let's take a look. So right now, guys, I mean, we are at that support level that we've been watching for. Like this has been the range for Bitcoin for the last 55 days. You guys saw the joke, all right? You guys saw the damn joke, right? We've been on this island for 55 days. Come here, Wilson. Right? We've been on the damn island for 55 days. But we're knocking on the door, right? We are knocking on the door to actually maybe breaking this to the downside. Now, before you get all up in arms and you start freaking out and stuff like that, guys, this is typically when people start freaking out, right? And this is typically when people start shorting and going nuts, right? When people start seeing Bitcoin, so let's do a little hypothetical, right? When people start seeing Bitcoin start to break a support, that's when everyone starts going, holy shit, right? You guys know how it is.
Everybody panic, we're going to zero.
As soon as you break that support, you're going to see everyone freak the F out, right? And what I'm kind of looking for, right? And you know, how we could save this, because right now we're not getting the best reaction off the support level right now. It's kind of a weak reaction off the support at the moment. It's not looking too girthy at the moment. That could change, but it ain't looking too girthy. If we do break this, I think the best case scenario would be to get a massive, like, big candle down that gets everyone freaking the F out, right? Like, that gets everyone shaking in their gymborees, going like, holy shit, Bitcoin's breaking support. It's looking horrible, right? You got the Bank of Canada guy coming on. You know, you got my grandma, you know, she asked me, you know, last week she asked me,
Jordan, how do I buy some Bitcoin?
I'm like, Grandma, you should probably wait till like maybe we get a little pullback to the bull market support band. And she said she didn't care. She said, Jordan,
how do I buy some Bitcoin?
I'm like, Grandma, you gotta wait. She didn't hear me the second time. But anyways, the best case scenario, in my opinion, would be this breaks down, right? And then we got what sort of is the interesting points if this does break, right? I'm just going on the hypothetical if this does break. The hypothetical that this breaks, right? We still got these lows at like 26.5. So keep an eye on that. I don't think that's going to be the biggest point, but keep an eye on that. But if that does break, right, I think that the most obvious points that everyone's calling for, right? Let's go over to the weekly, all right? Because the weekly, the weekly is the weekly. Just know that you can wick below weekly supports. But we do have that 200-week moving average, which is that first point where if Bitcoin does come down, we got that 200-week moving average that right now is at 26,100. Now, that doesn't mean you're just going to bounce right off of it. You could easily wick below. It's all about where we close. So we do have that 200-week moving average right here at, at coming in at 26,100. As well as on the weekly, we also have the bull market support band coming in at like 25K, right? So this 25 to 26K region, you should get some type of bounce there, right? You might not go back to the moon instantly, but we should get some type of bounce in there. And that's kind of been my hypothesis. If I put my smart cap on, right? My hypothesis, hold on. This whole time, right, is if Bitcoin does get a pullback from this weekly resistance, which was totally possible, right, as you kind of in a no man's land right now, you could certainly see a pullback. You could even come back to 24, in my opinion, and that would totally be okay, right? Any type of higher. What am I? Oh, you know what I'm coughing off? I ate some nuts. I ate some damn nuts before the stream. Now, don't be making any jokes, okay? Don't be coming in here and saying, wow, Jordan, you ate some nuts? Let's all point and laugh at Jordan in the chat. He ate nuts. Let's all point and laugh at Jordan because he ate some nuts. I did eat a couple nuts. It might have been 2. I'm just kidding. I think I ate like 10 nuts in the hand. I think I ate like 10 nuts. But, this has kind of been the thought process the whole time. Whereas if Bitcoin's got to get a pullback in here, we're basically looking for a bounce off one of these regions, right? We got the weekly support levels from the previous highs coming in at 24K. We got the bull market support band at 25K. And we got the 200-week moving average at 26K, right? So this region should be a massive support in here, right? And I am looking for a bounce in here. Right, and it's all good because this is like kind of a scenario that we've been talking about for a couple weeks now. Is if we do get a bigger pullback, we could easily see a pullback into these regions, right? And I would be looking for a bounce. All right, so once again, we're all going to be guessing on which one we bounce off of. I think the first one we keep an eye on is 26.1. Right, 26.1 is that 200-week moving average. That's the first one we should keep an eye on, in my opinion, and see if we get some type of reaction off there. That's if, right? We're still kind of holding this support level here, so keep that in mind. But that's if we break this low. That's if we break this low right here, which we're still kind of holding it. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. Oh man! Other than that, it's a pretty good day today, guys. Not really. I had a fantastic day today. We had Wilson. I've been stuck on the island all day, Me and Wilson, we chopped down some trees. We made a nice shelter because our old one got killed in another storm. We had to hunt down some crabs. It was fantastic. Me and Wilson had a good time. We had a really, really good time. Let's see. We need to fill Jordan's mom get the gap at 20,300. Will, don't fill my mom's gap, okay? You don't want to fill my mom's gap, okay? Like, do you see what she looks like? Will, you want some of this? You can definitely come fill my gap at 26. What'd you say? 20,300? Just know my gap is pretty big because, I've been used and abused, honey. All right? So come fill my gap. It's here for you. Just make sure you have a lot of orders. I don't think you want any part of that, man. You know, I don't think you want any part of that. But let's watch this. Let's see what we do. Let's actually zoom in a little bit. This white box is the one that we want to hold here, guys. In the event that we do break down, in the event that we do break down, right? What I would keep an eye on is, dude, it's hot as shit today. It's like randomly hot today. But in the event that we do break down, what I would watch for is any type of dump. You know, it's the Becker reach around. Any type of dump, and then a reclaim back in here. If you see any type of dump and then you sort of come back up into this range, that would be pretty bullish in my opinion. Obviously, we have to wait for that to play out. That's not something we can just like call right away. But you know, like we said, we do have that. Let me just mark off 26,100 on this chart, because that is the 200-week moving average. We do have that 200-week moving average coming in right there. So if you see anything like this, which is a dump, right, a big dump scare, and then a bounce off 26.1, and then you actually end up coming back up in here, that would be a pretty good sign. But obviously we have to wait for that to happen. We have to let that play out. And that would do a couple things, right? That would take out the stop losses of all these people from over here, and that would also get at least a test of that 200-week. So let's see. This is unreal. I had a hope for 50K. You guys are funny, man. Oh Lord, this is exactly. Now what I'm interested to see today, guys, is if we go over to the crypto fear and greed index today. I'm interested to see if this is going to turn into some fear, because if not to say like this is like the best indicator or whatever, it's sort of a lagging indicator in a way. But if this pops up as fear today or tomorrow or whenever we get some type of move, if this pops up as fear, that would be a pretty good sign in my opinion, because the last time we had fear in this market was on March 11th, and that was the banking crisis low. All the way down here on March 11th. It was basically this day, then you closed. That was the low on March 11th when you got that fear in the market, right? So if that does pop up as fear, and then like you do get some type of move to like 25, 26K, that would be a pretty good sign in my opinion. So like I said, I like to scoop up some fear. I told you guys that I'm looking to add some BTC between 24 and 26 if I get the opportunity. I still don't know if I'm gonna get the opportunity, right? I mean, we're still kind of holding out here. But if I get the opportunity, I will be taking advantage of that opportunity between 24 and 26 to add on to some shit. Because I did de-risk out of some altcoins up here, and I'm looking to add back into BTC on a dip. So if I do get it, let's go, man. If I don't, screw me, right? It is what it is. Clint's coming in with 5 memberships. Let's go. But I think right now, guys, I think what we need to do right now, we got how many peeps? We got 525 peeps in here. We got 127 likes. Let's get up to 300 likes, guys. Let's go. Let's freaking go. We're 15 minutes into the stream. Let's freaking do this. What I think we need to be watching right now, guys, is, right, Clint's coming in with the 5 gifted memberships. Shout out to Clint, man. Let's do this. Let's wake up the Saudis, okay? Because they said they're supposed to be buying Bitcoin. Now, they might want to push it down lower first to buy, right? So they might be shorting it so they can buy lower. So let's wake, whatever you want. Whether you're a bear and you want it to go lower, I wouldn't mind if that was the case. Or you're a bull and you want it to go higher, I also wouldn't mind if that was the case. Let's get something popping in here, right? Let's wake them up a little bit. Let's wake them up. Let's wake them up, boy. Wake them up. Bitcoin's still holding out at the moment. I don't know. We gotta see how this holds, though. Come on, boy. Let's go, man. Come on. Let's get a move going. I don't care what the move is. Let's just get out of this range so we can stop being freaking Wilson. All right? Let's go. But, yeah, so basically, if you're just coming in now, guys, we're waiting to see if Bitcoin will break the support. So we talked about the bearish scenarios, right? We know the bearish scenarios. We know the targets, right? We know bring up the 200-week moving average on your chart. Bring up the 200-day moving average on your chart, which that comes in at 24,700 at the moment, that 200-day moving average, which I know a lot of people are looking for that to come and take. Let me get let me get this guy off, man. You know, you guys are gonna start making some dirty jokes, and I don't want you guys to be making those jokes. You know, and YouTube's gonna come after me for no reason. But yeah, you have that 200-day moving average at 24,700. That's typically a point where you do get a retrace to, if it's a bigger retrace. So that's another point people are looking at, and that also happens to be like right at the daily highs back here from February, right? So that would kind of be one of those little perfect retests. I don't know if that's the most likely scenario because everyone and their mother is calling for like a bounce at 25K. To me, if you're going to do something like that, I actually think it'll go... To me, here's my take. Did you move to Dubai? No, I didn't. I heard Dubai is like, obviously it's nice, but like I heard they have like really strict rules and stuff where it's like, okay, cool, it's like fancy up there, but like you can't really do everything you want to do up there. I could be wrong. If anyone lives in Dubai, let me know. I could just be hearing rumors. But yeah, so for me, it's like everyone's kind of calling for that 25K level. To me, it's either we get a, and this is just my opinion, I have no clue, just like, you know, we're all going to guess where it's going to bounce. It usually bounces off a place no one's gonna call for, right? But I would say 26K, if we're going to see a bounce, 26K makes a lot of sense. And then if everyone has buy orders at 25, right, we kind of go a little bit lower than that. So either we front run at 26 or we go a little bit lower and we actually come to like 24, which would kind of be like the bottom of this, would basically be the weekly highs at like 24,300. Would make a lot of sense too. So those are kind of like the targets to the downside. There's many support levels in here. It's hard to know which one it's going to bounce off of, but I am looking for a bounce somewhere in the like 24 to 26K region. I know that's a big region, but like, you know, somewhere in that region, I would say is good for a bounce. Because to me, right, I'm just kind of looking at this as a retracement. I know a lot of people think we're going back down to 10K, right? The 10Kers are going to come back. Oh my God, Bitcoin's going to 10K. It's over. Unfortunately, with Bitcoin going down, you have to hear it's over. You know, you have to hear all the bears come out the woodwork and start saying, don't you know about the macro, son? Don't you know about the macro? CPI came in flat from last month. Don't you even pay attention to the macro? You're literally like, oh my God, recession is coming and you're bullish? What a freaking idiot, man. What a freaking idiot this guy is. He's bullish and a recession is clear. Everyone knows a recession's coming and it's going to come. This guy's a freaking idiot, you know? Like me and Johnny from down the street, he works at Kmart down the street. We were talking about the recession and how much of an idiot this guy Jordan is. Right? But no, for me, it's like, I'm looking at this as a correction, guys. So just like we did here where we got the big rise, we got the big fear shakeout with the banking crisis where we dumped from like 25 all the way to 19. I'm looking at something similar, right? Where we got another big rise. Now we're looking for another retracement, right? Somewhere in this zone, just to make another higher low, right? So we have a low, we have a higher low, we have a higher low. Where I'm wrong, right? And there's always a case where I'm wrong, and I have invalidations, right? Where I'm wrong is if Bitcoin breaks below the 50 moving averages. So historically, when Bitcoin gets above these, it is in an uptrend, right? So you're above it right now. So I'm still looking at Bitcoin as an uptrend. When you break below this, that's when I'm like, oh, this ain't looking too good. This ain't looking too hot. And, you know, this was more likely just a fake out to the upside and we're going lower. But right now we are still above. So I'm still under the assumption that we'll make some type of higher low in here, right? And that's really it. Kmart is still a thing. It is. I told you guys about this story, guys. I sharded in a Kmart. Okay? Actually, it wasn't just a shard. I literally shit my pants in a Kmart, bro. You know, like, so keep that in mind. So, yes, if there's anyone who knows that Kmart is still alive, and this was probably, I would say, maybe 4 years ago-ish, right? I did shart and actually fully, like, I first sharted and then I fully pooped my pants in a Kmart. So I just want to make sure everyone knows, right? So, because we're not friends. You're not friends with someone unless they know that you pooped your pants. I pooped my pants. If you poop your pants, let me know in the chat. If you've ever pooped your pants, let me know. You know, so I'm just putting it out there, man. I'm just putting it out there, bro. You know, let's see. Sears literally has 20 stores left. Oh yeah, dude. Any of those like mall stores, those things are gonna be gone, right? So your Sears, your J.C. Penney's, your Macy's, your I don't know, any of those stores that are always on like the corner of any mall, those things are gonna be gone in 10 years. Macy's, Sears, J.C. Penney, there's other ones too. I just don't, I forget what they're called. But you guys know exactly which stores I'm talking about. Those ones are gonzo. Later. Peace. Because malls are already dying, you know? They're already gone. Anyways, guys. Just want to let you guys know the Sixers will beat the Celtics today. I'm gonna leave it like that. All right, so let's talk about the bull. Let's say it's like, okay, Bitcoin gets a bounce here, okay? Because there are some interesting signs right now. I don't love the reaction Bitcoin's getting right here, but that could change. I know that the big thing right now is Bitcoin's going to get this close and break out of the head and shoulders pattern, right? Someone actually trolled me on Twitter and said, Jordan said that the head and shoulders pattern would not play out. Well, you know what, numbnuts? They work out sometimes, all right? So I know everyone was talking about this like head and shoulders up here. And we're actually going to break down from that head and shoulders on the daily. If you believe in measured moves, right, of a head and shoulders like this, and that puts you to the downside like this, that would get you down to like 23,500. If you believe in equal moves, which I know a lot of people believe in equal moves, where you basically take the first dump and then you take it from the high of that retrace, that would actually, funny enough, that equal move from that first dump would actually get you right at like 26,040, which is right near that 200-week moving average, right? So another kind of confluence at that 26K level. But let's look at like what is the bullish case scenario, okay? Because I don't know, I don't love the price action at the current moment. I was hoping for a little bit better reaction here, but there are some things, right? There's some things in here, right? First of all, you do have some bullish divergence. You got some lower lows on price, higher lows in price action. You'll see this on like every time frame, right? It's on the 4 hour, it's on the 1 hour, it's on it's on the 6 hour. It's on the 6 hour. It is. If you take it from all the way over here, it'll probably be on like more of the higher time frames. So like the 8 hour, you got higher lows with lower lows. The 12 hour, you got higher lows with lower lows. But, like I said, I'm not going to be convinced of that unless I see Bitcoin kind of now like break back above this uptrend. So those are cool, right? I like those. But I'm not fully convinced with those right now. I'm not like balls to the wall, like holy shit. This is where we get a bounce, even though we're at support. For me to be fully convinced that right now, as I want to see kind of Bitcoin reclaim up here. If we can get a little reclaim back up into here, I think that'll look a lot better in the short-term time frames, right? But right now, it is, like I said, you're at support. So just be careful if never short support, right? Never short support. Doesn't mean you have to take a long here, but never short support, right? Basically, if you're looking for a short, I would wait for a little bit of a retrace. You might not get the retrace, but that's okay, right? Wait for a little bit of a retrace, and then you can try to enter your short, right? But like I said, if we can get back above here, let's freaking go. And then you get a little deviation, and you can kind of play it. Let's see. Still in Denver. Football said check Pepe. Oh, Pepe got sent back to the shadow realm. Pepe is no longer playing the guitar. All right, this is Pepe right now. Pepe's playing his guitar, but he's sad. Let me bring up Pepe here because he is very, very sad right now, guys. I think we need to give him a little bit of action here, right? Here we go. This is Pepe right now. All right? Pepe, it's going to be okay. You'll bounce back again someday. Pepe. It's okay, Pepe. Pepe. You know, someday you'll make it back. I was just a frog who wanted to pump. Then I got dumped 'cause everyone's shorting me. Why did you do it? We were just friends. Alright. Yeah, but Pepe got sent back to the Shadow Realm. But, you know, that was all the meme coins, man. Pretty much every meme got sent back to the Shadow Realm either today or yesterday. So it's not just Pepe. They all got sent back to the Shadow Realm. I'm not picking on Pepe or anything. But, yeah, Pepe pulled back. I mean, listen, at this point, man, you're sort of looking at Pepe and you're sort of, if you really want to get into this, you're taking a gamble with this one because this one, like, every time it looks like, okay, it might get a bounce, it just kind of keeps going down. You know? But, yeah, Pepe the Frog not having not having a great last couple of days. That is for sure. That is for sure. Scuff Pepe said, Drunk Bear, what's going on, bro? Good to see you in the chat. Stumpledore said, did you move to Dubai? No, I did not. Shout out to Stumpledore. Thanks for the super chat, man. Wes said, bro, does he have... No, Wes. Oh, that was from earlier. But, Wes, if you're still in here, don't be saying that, man. All right, Bitcoin at 26,930. So we're still holding. I was hoping we're going to see a little bit of action today, but we never get action while I'm streaming, you know? We never do. We never do. Let's see. That Martini guy got wrecked messing with meme coins. Yeah, that's the thing with meme coins, man. Sometimes you'll hit it, sometimes you won't. You got to kind of live with the results, right? It is what it is. George killed Pepe. Pepe dumped the day after George talked about Pepe. So technically speaking, George pumped Pepe with this video. But then the day after, it went down. It went way down. You know, way downtown. Wade said, hit it and forget it. Thank you, Wayne. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for shilling the likes for me in the chat, guys. I don't like to shill the likes. I don't really like to shill anything if I don't have to. At least verbally. You know? So thanks for shilling the likes in the chat. Everyone who does it. You guys all do it all the time. So you guys are freaking awesome. Oh, the coin right now is still trying to get a bounce from this level, man. So we'll see. I mean, there's always an opportunity that everyone's... Because the thing is... You know how it is, guys. Bitcoin gets to a major support level. Everyone gets bearish at support, right? So, yeah, we're talking about downside levels. That's if Bitcoin breaks this. I still have to respect support, right? So I still have to say, okay, Bitcoin's at a support level. I'm not going to short here, right? I'm not going to short right here. So if anything, I'm going long here, okay? The stop on here, okay, you might get wicked out, whatever. But I still got to respect support until it's broken, you know? We talk about downside levels because there's certainly a possibility we do break this. But we still respect support until it's broken, right? Because we're still in this range where it's like, okay, you know, we're down here. Things aren't looking great, you know? So, but at the end of the day, we've been down here like a million, like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, I guess only 4 times. So not a million freaking times. You know, Celtics about to get smoked by the Sixers. Oh, the Celtics are about to get smoked by the Sixers. The Celtics are about to lose by 30 points to the Sixers tonight. It's not even going to be a close game. They're about to get their asses handed to them on the road. The series is over. Sixers are winning it all, right? Oh man, let's see. Drunk Bear said, is George still fat? George has never been fat. George is in great shape. He's never been fat. He has a basketball court in his basement. He's playing that shit all the time. Come on. Come on. I am George. We're all George. Drunk Bear, you're really going to come in the chat and you're really going to say, am I fat? Does my face look fat? Does it? Does my face look fat? Oh, you said yes? Oh, you're getting... Get out of my chat. Get out of my chat. That is very rude, and I don't want you in here. I don't want your energy in here. Oh, you're spreading fun in the chat? Okay, you're gone too. You're gone. All right. No, George is looking fantastic, right? He's looking fantastic. Suave, as I would say. Let's see. Pretty much, Callum. All right. I was just reading the chat for a second. But anyways, guys, today's interesting, right? So the market's interesting right now. Now, why is the market interesting, right? So getting off Bitcoin for a second, we've talked about Bitcoin targets and whatnot here. I think we all kind of know at this point what we're looking for. We're looking for a bounce here, 26, 25. We got the levels planned out in here, right? I'm basically here to like just if you're an investor in Bitcoin, right? You're going to get caught up in the sentiment of the market. The sentiment in this market is nothing like I've ever seen in anything sentiment-wise, and not just markets, but in the whole world. The crypto sentiment can switch in the matter of a day, right? So I always want to let you guys know this. Like, okay, Bitcoin's red right now, okay? I just want to let you guys know, right? Okay, things may be not looking great on the daily at the moment. But even on this uptrend, man, can you guys tell me where was the worst two sentiment days for Bitcoin on this uptrend? Okay, where was the worst two sentiment days where people thought just absolute depressing, right? Nothing's ever gonna give. Where's the money gonna come from? Where was the worst 2 days for Bitcoin, right? And the more fear that I see, and that's why I'm going to be watching that fear and greed index very carefully. I want to see when that pops up with fear. Because as soon as that pops up with fear, I'll be very confident that we're getting pretty, maybe not at the low, but we're getting pretty close to the low, right? What was the worst 2 days? Okay. Obviously, the FTX dump day. That happened to be the exact bottom of the market, okay? And then you had the banking crisis day where banks were dumping. Oh my God, stock market's going to dump. Oh my freaking God, it's all freaking over. USDC's unpegging. Holy shit. These 2 days were horrible, right? But those ended up marking lows of the market. Now, I don't know if we're at that point yet. I still think we could see sentiment get way worse, especially with the meme coins pumping the last few weeks. And that's why, in my opinion, if we get a daily that like spikes down into this region, right? If we get a daily that spikes down in here, I think you're going to have a lot of people freaking out. And a lot of people kind of changing their mind on like the bigger picture, right? But to me, and I was even talking about it at the highs, man. Like I said, Bitcoin gets a pullback, right? I mean, anything to 24 to 26 is still bullish to me, right? So separate a lot of traders, okay? You got to separate your trading from your investing, right? Trading right now, Bitcoin's at support. I could definitely see it going lower. Investing wise, like me looking a year, 2 years out, I'm looking to add, right? And any alts that I sold up here, I'm looking to add into Bitcoin and ETH on a pullback into this region, right? So it's two different mindsets, right? So, you know, that's sort of still my mindset. Is like any type of pullback into here is still bullish in my opinion. And honestly, a pullback into here would be nice because lets me add, number one, and number two, you can see what this market's really made of, and see who will make it out alive, as per se, right? So just keep that in mind. I know everyone has a different opinion. Some people think we're going back to 20K, right? Some people still think we're going to 10K. Sure, right? But let's start here. Let's start here on any type of pullback and see how it happens, right? Because I will continue to remind you guys when, you know, just go back in the past, when we've gotten back above the bull market support band, right? After a year-long bear market, or the 50 EMA, right? And this has kind of been my base case this whole time, right? Let me get rid of this, right? Anytime we get back above these 50 moving averages after the year-long bear market, Bitcoin has eventually, before going back below, has came up to the golden pocket region, right? Happened in 2019, right? 1 year long bear market. We got back above the 50 moving averages. We went back to the golden pocket. 2014, we had a year long bear market. We got back above the 50 moving averages. We came up to just below the golden pocket, but golden pocket. Then we pulled back to the 50, right? Then we pulled back to the 50. So it's kind of still my base case. As long as we hold this region, it's all good in the hood, man. It's all good in the hood. And I'm looking to add in those regions, man. Right? So keep it easy. Keep it chill. This has always been a scenario we've been talking about for a couple weeks now. So just take a little bit of a chill pill. All right? Because I can sense the angst and the anxiety in the market when Bitcoin's still at support. Right? So take a little chill pill. I said I was gonna act like I was gonna be like a fudder today, because I want the fear and greed index to go down. I was gonna act like a fudder today, but it is what it is. Now, actually, I'm gonna take my filter off now. This is the real me.
Listen, you idiots! This is a distribution phase. All right, this is going to push us all the way down to 10K. All right. There's literally nothing on the chart saying going to 10K, but I think we're going there. Why? 1, a recession's coming. 2, Jordan's bullish. Counter trade Jordan. 3, all right? Mike thinks the Sixers are going to win. That's very bearish as well. All right? And number 4, George made a meme coin video. These are top signals. All right? Get the frick out of these markets. I'm telling you right now. You're going to regret it if you stay in these markets. All right? 10K is programmed. I'm telling you right now. I mean, look at Jordan. He's miserable right now.
But all right. Anyways, guys, I'm having some fun, man. We're gonna have some fun on these markets, man. The fun gets you through these markets, right? Because listen, you can watch 100 different people on YouTube. They're gonna tell you 100 different things. You gotta have some fun in these markets if you want to get through this. If you want to get through the bear market, you gotta have fun with this shit, man. You can't be so uptight on this market, man. You just gotta burn yourself out, and like you're literally gonna freak yourself out for no reason when Bitcoin, like literally guys, Bitcoin does the same thing every 4 years, but we always stress out, what's the next move? It really is funny at the end of the day. What's the next move for Bitcoin? Oh Lord, I want to be this guy in Canadian Island. Nice, man. He wants to be this guy in Canadian Island. There will be no Canadian Island, Frank Fractal. Let's see. Shave Jordan. Rudy, I can't. I'm stuck on an island forever. Let's see. So Coinbase has the future markets now. How bullish is that? Coinbase has future markets? That might be... I mean, it adds more liquidity to the market, which is good. But at the same time, we'll see. I don't think it's going to have a huge reaction. I think at best that would be a good thing because it adds more liquidity to the market, right? More people trading means a little bit more stabilized prices where prices aren't just going freaking wacky like they have the last couple weeks because there was that one big fund that is pulling out of crypto, right? That was a big market maker. So like it's been lower liquidity in this market because and that's why you've seen these crazy spikes the last few weeks of up, down, up, down, up, down. There's just no liquidity in the market right now, man. It's crazy. Bitcoin's getting a little bit of a bounce. We're seeing Ethereum getting a little bit of a bounce here. These are 5-minute time frames. But you're seeing a slight bounce up on ETH and Bitcoin. We got over here in the NASDAQ futures are up, and we also have a dollar, which is flat, right? So this is kind of what's going on in the market right now. So, keep an eye on these if you are looking at the markets. But we're seeing ETH and Bitcoin come up from support, which, like I said, you're at support. So you still got to respect it, even though we're talking about downside targets. So respect support until we sort of break it. What would be the best case scenario is we got 18 minutes until the close, right? And I don't see this really happening at the moment, but if it does, let's freaking go.
Strap up.
If it does,
we're going to the moon.
Let's go to the moon, man. Right? But like if Bitcoin can get back above 27.2, I think that would be a good sign. Basically reclaiming this head and shoulders pattern, right? Which everyone's kind of looking at, right? Because we are breaking this down to the downside right now. But if we can get back in here, it's just a little bit of a deviation, right? But that's kind of how I would be bullish right now, is if we get back above there. Let's see. Bitcoin jumped up $20. Let's go, Anderson.
Strap up.
We're so
going
back.
to the moon.
Until the next 15-minute candle, we're a dumpster. It's so over. Next candle, we're so back. Just basically going.
Bitcoin's going to 10K. We're going to 100K tomorrow.
Oh, come on.
We're going to 100K tomorrow.
It doesn't go fast. But yeah, pretty much what's going down. It's going down. Let's see. Disabled said moon time. I'd be down, man. I would be down from moon time. I'm eventually looking at Bitcoin making higher prices, right? We're just kind of waiting out in this zone to see what Bitcoin does in the short term, right? Bitcoin could bounce from here. It could bounce from 26. It can bounce from 25. It can bounce from 24. But in this region, I am like very confident Bitcoin will get a bounce to the upside. Very confident. So we shall see where it bounces. It's just kind of a waiting game at this point to see where it bounces, right? We're just waiting it out, letting it happen, and kind of doing our thing. Ethereum, let's go check out ETH. So real quick on Ethereum. Ethereum, what you doing, girl? All right, so Ethereum's got a pretty easy level, right? Like 1679 is the level you want to hold for ETH. Like if you're an ETH fan, like myself, you're going to want to hold the 1679 level, which is basically the weekly highs, right? So like where we were below from September to March, we have these weekly highs right here on ETH. And then we also have the bull market support band coming up right at that level as well, right? So like literally right here, we can call it 1700-ish is where we want to get a bounce for ETH, which gives us, we might not get there, right? But if we do, that's about, we talk about another 6% drop on Ethereum, which I think is totally legit, man. I think that's definitely in the cards, or it definitely could possibly be in the cards there. So just keep an eye on that if we do get back down there. But at the same point, right, I guess the thing that I like about the charts at the moment is you're getting these higher time frame like stock RSIs reset, right? While also back testing like very important support. So it's kind of that same deal, right? Getting rejected off weekly resistance, coming back down to test support again, right? And all we want to see, same thing, right? Is on this uptrend, we want to see, right, higher lows and higher highs, right? Just we're keeping it simple here, right? Higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Right? Just, that's all we're looking at. So where I would get a little bearish on ETH is the same as Bitcoin, right? We would have to break below the 50 EMA, the 50 moving averages in here, which these are pretty big right now. So you could dump to 1500 and I would still be okay on Ethereum, right? You just don't really want to make a lower low, right? Or break that 50 moving averages there, right? But right now, all is good. You're actually back testing the 50 EMA right now on the weekly for Ethereum as we speak. So you literally tapped it today. You tapped that shit, right? You tapped that shit, right? Like Bob used to do back in the day. You guys remember this? Bugs Bunny, Homicidum Honey, Bugs Bunny, you don't want to go, Bugs Bunny. You guys want to see it again? No? All right. Well, you're going to get something else from me. All right? Get prepared. Here we go.
Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger.
He's gonna bounce, baby.
The mirror don't lie.
Come on, Bears.
Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger.
Suck my nuts.
The mirror don't lie. If you want the truth, don't close your eyes. We got our back against the wall, we gotta fight back. I need a theme song, this the right track. I ain't got no cape or no superpowers. Just confidence and self-esteem, the world is ours. I believed in me when nobody didn't. This
Hey!
just facts that's written. Come on, let's hear it for the boy. Bringing pain at the same time, joy. I bob and weave through the crowd, so untouchable. At first they hate, then they loving you.
Suckers! Oh, all right. I love my suckers. I had to do the suckers. We haven't done suckers in a while. All right, let me. We still got the lucky hat, guys. Don't forget, we still got the lucky Santa hat, right? So if you're a non-believer in the Santa hat, I don't know what to tell you, right? I will continue to say, Bitcoin's been bullish since we had this damn hat on my desk on the higher term time frames, right? So don't forget, we still got this damn hat right now, you know. Anyways, what do we got going on? Bitcoin testing these little local highs. ETH kind of testing these little local highs. On the short-term time frame. So let's see if we can get any type of movement here, guys. Nothing too crazy going on right now. Why I'm like, the market's weird right now, man. Like it's just a weird market. Does anyone agree? It's just a weird market, man. You get the dollar just going sideways at support, but then you get the Nasdaq just kind of continuing up. Now the Nasdaq looks a little shady on the high time frames. Like it looks like it's in a big rising wedge. It's something we've been talking about for a while. My thinking was, okay, NASDAQ gets one more push up. You'll see Bitcoin get one more push up. But you haven't really seen that yet. And the NASDAQ has gotten one more push up, right? And typically what you see is you see Bitcoin follow the stock markets, right? So it's just a weird market right now, right? 3 straight days of NASDAQ green, 3 straight days of Bitcoin red. Very weird freaking market, right? So we'll see if the NASDAQ's going to keep coming up to this next level at 13,740, which is this previous high from August. I gotta think that's at least gonna hold Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin's not gonna capitulate to like 20K, right? You know, if the Nasdaq is gonna come up a little bit higher. So it's a weird market, man. Like it's just the dollar keeps like breaking out and then coming back, right? Like the Nasdaq's breaking higher. You got ES, which is basically the S&P futures, just chilling at resistance, but not really breaking down. It's weird. It's weird. You got gold, which is like at the all-time highs, but just sitting there. It's just weird, man. It's a weird market right now. We got to let this play out, but you know, at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to this guy right here, right? The dollar's breaking out again.
Jordan, I will
Let's
beat
see.
you 11-3 at basketball, 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 basketball.
You'll beat me at basketball, Franco?
Basketball, basketball, basketball.
Oh, my.
Basketball, basketball, basketball.
Is it over? Is it over? Franco, you will not beat me at basketball. All right? I am a Chad. You cannot beat a Chad at basketball. So don't come in here and think I will cross you up, Franco. And most likely I'm not going to dunk on you, but I will cross you up and I will post you up. Okay? And I will give you the sky hook. All right? Like Kareem all day on your ass. All right? Don't mess with Chad, bro. Hamilton, shout out to Hamilton. Hamilton came out with a gift of membership. What's going on, Hamilton? Let's go, bro.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Let's go, man. Oh, we gotta get this off. We're getting a little bit of thing. But DXY breaking up. I will say that like the DXY breaking up is not good, right? It's something. It's also another kind of thing we've been talking about, right? With the dollar at support, it's gonna break up at some point. It's just how high is this gonna go, right? You got to look at these retracement levels at the very least, in my opinion. But it's one of those things that you could easily just see like this range where you got range high, range low, range high, range low. Dollar could just come up like this, right? And kind of stall out in here again and come back down, right? This could just be a long-term kind of range for the dollar in here. So just keep that in mind. But it is coming up on the daily, so that's also kind of something that Bitcoin's got to work against here, right? But like we said, we've seen a fake out on the dollar already and it come back down. So let's see what happens with it tomorrow. What I'll say is, as I keep saying, Bitcoin looks toppy. Guys, we've seen this price action before, right? I mean, I know we've talked about this multiple times. That's why I have these fractals over here. We saw like this price action, right? Which was, it's not the exact same, but right here, like this previous price action that we had right here was very similar in a way, where we basically had a high, we came down, we made a higher high, right? We came down, we made a lower high, and then we dumped, right? Which, like, if we did the same thing this time, it basically would get you right back to that like 25K level, and then we continued up, right? And then we also did this in 2020, right? And like I said, you're sort of comparing different time frames and stuff, but it's not that point where I always hear like Bitcoin looks topped out. Okay, but there's also been times where Bitcoin's literally done this exact same thing and it hasn't been topped out, right? We also did this exact same thing in 2020, right? Where we had basically this consolidation. We came up, right? We basically made a low or high, made a higher high, came back down, made another lower high, came back down again, back tested that region again, and then we went up again, right? So we've done this price action before, and that's why, if I'm under the assumption Bitcoin's just going to do the same thing it always does, which is going to go up to the golden pocket, retrace to the 50, and then go on the halving in 2024, 2025, right? So if I'm under that assumption, any type of dip into here, I'm looking to add, and I think Bitcoin's going to go up higher. I know that's not the popular consensus. I know everyone's like macro, and certainly, okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It is what it is. I'm still happy because I still got my bags down here, probably lower than most people will with other bags, So at the end of the day, if it breaks back down into here, cool. We're right back into the range and we're back into accumulating, right? But at the end of the day, I do think we're going to bounce in here because we've done it before. We've literally done it before, man. At the end of the day. So, hey, we shall see, right? That's all we can say right now. We shall freaking see. Let's go. Algebra said, Jordan, can I get your attention for 1 minute? I mean, you can try. I'm going to forget about you in probably 1 second, though. My attention span is literally that of a cat, Chewy said, nice chips tonight. Chewy, guys, I'm getting some chips tonight for the game. Okay, I'm gonna be getting off here shortly for the Celtics game. I'm gonna stay on for longer, but I'm gonna get off shortly. I'm gonna watch the second half of the Celtics game. What chips should I get for the Celtics game tonight? Or if you just want to tell me to get some type of food, what? Much like that one. If you just want to tell me to get some type of food, let me know what food I should get. Let's see. A goldfish? Two Wolves said we got your back. What are you guys talking about? Let's see. There's only one Chad. Are you gonna make them pick? I don't know what you guys are talking about, man. Red Doritos? No, I refuse to get red Doritos. I honestly, I hate when I go to parties and they have red Doritos. I'm like, I get why you get the red Doritos, like the most basic ones, but I think everyone just likes red Doritos because I think everyone just gets red Doritos because everyone's like, well, everyone likes red Doritos, so I'm gonna get red. It's basically every Karen, right? Every time Karen has a party, she goes, Robert, what chips should I get for the party? Oh, don't worry. I'm just going to get red Doritos. Everyone likes those. They're so simple and original. Everyone likes the red Doritos. But like deep down inside, does everyone actually want the red Doritos? I don't think so. But I think people get them because they think everyone wants the red Doritos. I think it's like one of these self-fulfilling prophecies, right? Where the red Doritos are only popular because everyone thinks that everyone likes the red Doritos. When in reality, we did a poll on this channel and the red Doritos were actually the least popular out of the purple, blue, and red. So, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy in here. I would prefer the blue and the purple and the new black flavor is delicious as well. I would prefer all those. And the spicy ranch is phenomenal. Those ones are my new favorite Doritos. The dark blue, I'll nail some dark blue Doritos. But I'll take all those over the red Doritos. Don't tell me the red one's the best. Oh my God. You have no taste follicles if you think the red Doritos are the best. Those ones are trash. Trash. I would rather eat plain raisins than red Doritos. Those ones are trash. Anyways, I'm just going to keep it on these charts. I mean, this is pretty nice. We got Bitcoin, we got Ethereum, we got NASDAQ, and we got the dollar in here. So you guys can see what's going on. You guys can see right here, not much really going on in the market here. Let's see. Dan, don't be making those jokes. You're going to get me in trouble, man. You guys always try to set me up and get me in trouble, man. One day I'll get banned, and you guys will be like, damn, I shouldn't get Jordan in trouble, you know? One day, you guys will miss me when I'm gone, you know? It is what it is. Let's see. Oh, my God. The new Fire Red Doritos are hot. I never had the Fire Red Doritos, Woods. I never had those. I never had those. Let's see. Who the hell eats raisins? I used to love raisins when I was a kid. Like, raisins are good. What did you guys tell me to eat up here? Let me go back up. Let me go. Scrolling up. Scrolling. What did you guys tell me to eat in here? Cheetos? Tacos? Okay, we got chips, chili, and cheese. Shrimp and grits. That sounds horrible. Black Doritos. And Metal Gear wants me to get Indian food again. Get biryani. Franco wants me to get biryani. Bro, I just got Indian food the other day. I can't get it again. And my stomach was killing me that day. You guys don't even want to know what was going on when I had that Indian food the other day. Raisins are bottom tier. I haven't had a raisin in a while. I'll nail a cinnamon raisin bagel. Hell yeah, but that's because there's cinnamon in there. If it was just a plain raisin bagel, that would probably be pretty low tier. Like, that would probably get slapped in the face. Takis Flame are good. Bro, Takis are delicious, man. You guys know I love Takis. You know I love Takis. Let's read. Let's predict the year. Jordan, stop streaming. I just leave grapes on the counter for a week. You just eat grapes, Beth? The hell are you doing, man? Mike said, let's predict the year Jordan stopped streaming. I will say this. If everything goes to plan, like I expect it to, okay? If everything kind of goes to plan, like the typical cycles, I mean, you never know with Bitcoin, man, right? But if it goes to plan, I will say this. In 2026, I probably won't be streaming every day. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break. But I ain't going anywhere this year. I ain't going anywhere in 2024. I ain't going anywhere in 2025. But if the cycles continue and 2026 is just a horrible year, which, I mean, that's typically what's happened up to this point, I probably will go to like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday type deal, you know, if everything goes to plan. But you never know. I mean, maybe the cycles are different or whatever. But whatever year is like the bear market year where it's just like kind of like freaking miserable, we'll probably do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you know. Let's see. Cam Man said, let's predict when Jordan's hairline disappears from the screen. At this rate, probably 2026 as well. 2026. Hamilton said, I miss you already. Dude, I like just talking about charts and just goofing around like enough. Like I said, I always like to say about the stream, it gets like kind of my creativity out, right? A lot of the times. It just gets my goofiness out. So I'll never stop streaming because I actually do enjoy it. Obviously, there's some days where the market's just freaking boring and it's just like, But like in general, dude, I love hopping on here most of the time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say every day I'm like, let's freaking go, you know. But most of the time I get pretty excited to hop on. We'll all be rich. Raf said, thanks for the stream. Thanks for hanging out, Raf. Thanks for hanging out, Raf. Let's see. Bitcoin's kind of just chilling at 27, guys. Like I said, it's an interesting point where Bitcoin is right now because like I said, you're at support, but it's not looking like the best reaction just yet. You got some bullish things in here. You got some bullish divergences on like every time frame. You got the NASDAQ going. You got the stock markets going up, right? So it's one of those things that, it's once again, it's a tough area, right? I wouldn't be shorting necessarily right here. I think if you're looking for some type of short, just in my opinion, right? I mean, you guys do whatever you want to do. If you're looking for some type of short, you desperate and want to get into short, right? Usually like the back test of the 1 hour 50 is usually a pretty good one, right? So if Bitcoin gets a little like squeezes out some shorts and actually gets a little move up like this, right? At some point, it doesn't have to be right now, but like over the course of time, you could look for a nice little short up that 50 and then try to play it back down. But like I said, you always try to short from the highest point, and long from the lowest point, right? And right now you're at support, right? So we'll see what it gives us. We'll see what it gives us. But I'll say this: like, I think you're in my opinion, you're either gonna bounce. Like, I think 26K, you'll get a bounce. Like I said, you get the 200-week moving average there.
Thanks for great stream.
And you also you had a couple other things there. But like, look at this, man. I mean, I know this is not the end all be all, but like kind of like we've been saying, like you got the daily stocks that are just sitting bottomed out, right? And you can go through all the time frames. Like the 12-hour is just sitting there, right? You got a little bit of bullish divergence on the 12-hour too. That's just sitting there, right? You got sort of like the 2-day, which is ready to rock and roll. You got like the 3-day, which is ready to rock and roll. Like all these are kind of just sitting at the lows, just waiting for Bitcoin to find some type of bottom where buyers come in. Where do the buyers come in? Like I said, that's everyone's guess. For me, I'm looking to buy 24 to 26, so I'm going to assume that's where the buyers are. I could be wrong about that. But starting at 26, I think that's when you're going to start seeing buyers come in, if we don't hold this range. But that's why this market's fun, man. It's always unpredictable, right? It's always an educated guess. All we can do is do an educated guess. At the end of the day, like I said, the smartest people in this space are wrong all the time. But it's an educated guess, and that's why it's fun. Camirand said today, let's discuss the Bitcoin dominance. I don't think you guys want me to do that today. I don't want to I felt bad the other day when I did my rant. Because sometimes I kind of like being George, right? I kind of like, hyping you guys up but at the same time, I want to keep you guys like realistic about altcoins, right? It's cool to just. I'm gonna get a copyright because this idiot outside. Oh my freaking god! All right, hold on. I gotta turn down the freaking mic. Someone wants to play loud music right outside the window. Yeah, you can't make this shit up, man. Thank you for turning it down. Thank you so much. Oh, it's freaking Becker. Oh, no problem, Jordan. No problem. I'll turn it down for you. Listen. Oh, yeah. Your mom's in here too. Yeah, wave hi to your son. Wave hi to your son. No, get your head up real quick. Get your head up real quick. Hey, baby. Yeah, we'll turn down the music for you. Sorry. Okay, we're going back to business. Sorry. Yeah, Jordan likes Cardano. All right, it was Becker out there, but hairline on fleek. Thank you. I'm not gonna rant about altcoins today. All right, you guys. My general take on altcoins is you can see a rally on altcoins. I just don't think you're gonna see that. You're not gonna see the rally that you want, right? You're not going to see the rally what you want. Because listen, I think that in the general, most people are in alts for like a 5x or more. You're not in an alt for a 2x. I think you could see a 2x altcoin rally at some point, but not like that. Like if Bitcoin's going to go to 40K, you might see a couple alts do 2x's. I just don't think you're going to see that altcoin season, which everyone's looking for, which alts are going to go up 20x. Like that we all want, at least right now, right? That's why I'm kind of hesitant to talk about altcoins at the moment. That could change. It could certainly change. Don't get me wrong. But as of right now, that's kind of the deal. Like and subscribe, said Dan. Thank you, Dan. Like and subscribe to the channel as we wait to see if Bitcoin wants to take a plunge into the deep, deep depths of the crypto abyss, or if it wants to do something. So we closed the day below here. So we did kind of confirm this. We want to call it a head and shoulders. So now what we want to see, okay, if we want to be bullish, we got to break back above this neckline. Anything below, right? The couple targets that we have is, the head and shoulders target is 23.5. And then the equal move, right, where you take the first dump and you basically put it at the retracement high. That equal move low would basically put you right at 26K, and right, which also is the 200-week moving average. So 26K is that first point where if Bitcoin makes a new low, I'm looking for 26K to bounce at the end of the day. What do I have in here, by the way? Oh, we had this today. Just in, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce has called out the SEC for acting unlawfully in the digital asset space. The SEC's actions are not just harmful policy, they are unlawful. Nobody knows which digital assets, if any, are securities under federal law. So yeah, the U.S. Chamber of Commerce is going after the SEC for lawfully in the digital, or acting unlawfully in the digital asset space. So that's interesting. We need to get, like I said, we need to get Gensler out. Okay, Gensler needs to get out. So the more people going after the SEC, the better. We still have this today, where I think we're right here. I think we're right here today on this. We're still in our island, right? We're still kind of just chilling in our island generally, right? Who else is on the island? Anyone else on the island here? Let me see. Is anyone else on the island? What the hell? There's no friggin' frosted donuts on this friggin' island? What am I supposed to eat that has chocolate on it? Wait, what's this thing on the ground? I don't know if that's a chocolate frosted donut or shit. Let me sure. Well, it's the closest thing to chocolate I got. So stupid. All right. All right. All right, anyways.
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
Okay. Apparently Bitcoin's going to 10K. I don't know why that went off. But yeah, there we go. We're still here. Where is this? Oh, I was looking at this. This is an interesting chart, guys. So just one more thing. This is crypto breath, right? So it's not breath. It's not bread. I thought this was an interesting chart. I saw this on Twitter, right? And what this basically shows you is, basically this is the percentage on the left. It basically shows you, right? The red is basically the percentage of cryptos that are below or above their 50 moving averages, right? And I was looking at this. So I was like, oh, this is probably another dumb freaking thing, right? It's just going to show you if you're bullish or bearish. I was kind of looking at it, right? It's actually pretty good, right? At least recently, up until November. If you guys notice, whenever this gets down to below a 10, it doesn't seem to stay there for more than a couple days, right? And you guys can see right now, it's dude, we got 3% of the cryptos above their 50-day moving averages, right? Which, you guys look back here, back on the banking crisis dip, we stayed there for a few days, right? January at the Pico lows, we were down there for a few days. FTX collapse, we were down there for 1 day, right? So, you usually don't stay down there for very long. And that just shows the market agony right now. The market's in agony because most cryptos are below their 50-day moving averages, which means most people are feeling some fear and some pain, right? They're feeling pain right now. Could feel a little bit more pain short term, but definitely feeling some pain in cryptos, right? So you are getting pretty low on this. Keep that in mind, and we'll see. We'll kind of check in on this in a little bit. I thought this was a cool chart, though, right? The only time where you really didn't bounce back pretty quick, at least some cryptos, where everything stayed bad, was the Luna crash back last May, right? That was really it. So cool little chart. We'll see if we get a little uptick. I would expect some cryptos to bounce back above their 50 sooner rather than later if history was going to repeat, right? And this is a cool little chart. Next time this gets way up here, it's probably a good time to be oh shit, we're getting probably a little bit over too heated. So we'll look at this next time we come up to the highs too. Well, I thought that was a cool little chart. Let's see. That's what she said. Breath is the little sister of Crypto. That doesn't even make any sense. That's the most random thing I've ever heard, bro. Oh, check the fear and greed index. Where we at? Come on, please give me some fear, man. I want some fear in this market. Oh, come on, 49. All right, we're getting close. I think if we get one more bad day, like if we get a day that pushes us like to 26 or lower, I think we'll see this flip to fear. We're not there yet, though. We're still at neutral, which, I don't know, based off the sentiment, I don't know. Do you guys really think the sentiment's neutral right now? I guess it could be. It could be neutral, I guess. I'm feeling more fear, though. But, like I said, it is typically a lagging indicator. So, like, if tomorrow's bad, like, if tomorrow's really, really bad, like, I'm just doing a hypothetical. If tomorrow's bad, we drop to 25, 26 or something like that, this will probably be fear, which would be a good sign in my opinion, too. But we're not quite there yet, which tells me that there still could be some downside, right? If Bitcoin can't hold the line here, you know? Oh, man. That's a tick to the left side? Yeah. Very true. Aren't we supposed to buy when they say there's blood in the streets? Isn't this blood in the streets? It is blood in the streets, but, like, it's not like that blood in the streets where it's like, holy shit, like, everyone's, like, seriously depressed. It's not right. It's not there yet, right? I think one or two more bad, like, if Bitcoin does something like this, right, on the daily, and you see a move back down here, like, boop, like, anywhere in this zone, I think you'll see people freaking out, right? I think you'll see people really freaking out if Bitcoin gets a move down into here, which is where I'm looking for a bounce at the end of the day. That's what I'm going to be souping up, 24 to 26. I hope I get front run, right? I hope I don't get my buy order. Well, actually, at this point, we're so close where I hope I do. You know what I mean? Whatever. But I hope I do get it at this point because we're so freaking close. But if I don't, cool, man. You know, let's freaking go up higher from here. I'll take that as well. But I don't think it's like that blood in the streets yet, where everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's over!" Right? We don't have Bank of Canada guy out here yet.
Basically, you know? Bitcoin is clearly a scam. Cryptocurrency is clearly an idiot with no common sense. And scientifically speaking, according to a study at the Bank of Canada, more people who are financially illiterate invest in Bitcoin.
Facts, absolute facts. SPY is about to get dumped tomorrow. Double top bar on 4 hour. It could. I mean, it's been in the same range for like a month now, right? You know, for a month we've been saying it's going to pump, it's going to dump, it's going to pump, it's going to dump. It just keeps going sideways. It's another one that's just kind of like whatever, man. We're just kind of waiting for a breakout. Same thing with the dollar. Same thing with the NASDAQ. Same thing with Bitcoin in this range, right? We're just kind of waiting for a breakout at this point. You know, every day is a different opinion. If Bitcoin pumps tomorrow, we'll all be bullish again. You know, so we have a different opinion every day in this space. You know, that's the fun thing about crypto is you can go from bullish to bearish in one day, and you can go bearish to bullish in one day. Don't believe me? Go check last January, right? And look at the sentiment shifts and how quick it turns. You know. All right, guys. I think I'm going to call it here so I can get watching that second half of the basketball game here. Like I said, so far tonight you got the dollar, which is coming down. You got NASDAQ futures, which are up. You got Bitcoin on the 5 minute, at least trying to come up. Not that strong though. It's not looking the strongest. It could change, but not looking the strongest. Ethereum not looking the strongest. Could change, but right now not looking the strongest move to the upside. So be prepared for anything. I would certainly say at this point, like I said, like any retest into 24, 26K would be fine, right? At the end of the day, if we go there, just know that it's not like that big of a move for Bitcoin at this point, right? I mean, we're at 27 right now, so it's not like that big of a move where it's like, holy shit. Just more so like the altcoins have been weak. There's been some strong altcoins. There's been some altcoins like the last few days where Bitcoin's gone down, and a lot of them have held up really well, right? Like there's a few like Atom's been holding up like a rock. It actually went up the last 2 days, you know. And then you had like Monero. Was it Monero? Yeah, Monero held up ridiculously well the last like today. Some of them have been holding up really well, but a majority of them have gotten absolutely hammered. Like Optimism's gotten freaking fried. Blur's gotten fried. You know, most of them have gotten fried, right? DYDX fried.
I mean, you can go down the list. FTM has been fried. Like a lot of them have been fried, right? I think we all know those at this point, right? So it's more so, I would say, more of like frightening for altcoins if Bitcoin did something like that, where people will be freaking the frick out, right? Because at this point, like, what's a drop down at 25 at this point for Bitcoin? I mean, we're talking about a 7% drop. Okay, I mean, Bitcoin does that all the time. That's not really that big of a deal, but that would freak a lot of people out with their alts. So, which would be cool, because there's a few alts that I actually am interested in on a dip. I'm not interested in altcoins in general, but there's a few that I'm interested in. You guys will be surprised at one of them. XRP. We're at that point where I'm interested at this point, right? I've waited long enough. I've kind of avoided the whole SEC case going to be filed soon. At this point, I think we're getting close enough where if they get a little dip into like back up to this trend line, I might be interested to pick up some XRP in here. And that would be like, okay, Bitcoin gets the dip to 25, XRP sees like a 10, 12% dip. I might pick up some XRP. Along with some other ones, but this is the main one I'm actually looking at. Because like I said, like, we're getting far enough for me to be like, okay, I think something's got to give here if we're going to get some regulatory clarity. And I want a little bit at least exposure to this, because I think we got to get some clarity. Like, the SEC is getting pressured so hard to give crypto some clarity. I got to think it's coming soon. And that's a big reason why I'm at least going to take a little bit of a gamble on XRP in here, if I can get it. I don't know if it's going to happen. I might miss out. It is what it is. Anyways, guys, peace out. Later. And catch you guys tomorrow. We'll see where Bitcoin ends up. I wouldn't be surprised if it's at 28 or 26. I wouldn't. That's kind of how Bitcoin's been the last month. All right, the last 2 months, really. Peace out. Catch you guys tomorrow. Catch the members at 8:30. I'll catch everyone else at 7. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. We're awesome over here. We come live every day. And we have an awesome fam in the chat that has literally been here every single freaking day for over, I mean, a lot of you guys have been here for 2 years plus, which is ridiculous. All right. Stumbledore said, hop off, Jordan, so it'll pump, plus some great music. I'll play some. I'll play some great music for you, man. All right. We'll play some. Let's wake him up again. Let's wake him up again. Here we go. Ready? There you go, guys. We'll wake them up while I go. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. There we go. Let's get a little dance party before we go. 2, 1, go. Peace.